as you can see, I have some polygons set up, and what I want to do is make a camera fly around and through them, and we're going to be rendering that into a short animation. The first thing we need to do is make a timeline that's big enough to for the animation. Let's say we want the animation to be about 10 seconds. So we'll make a timeline. You can do that here. This is a timeline. We will make a timeline of 240 frames. We're going to create a camera and some lighting also. Let's do the lighting first. For the lighting, we're going to do probably the most simple way. You don't have to think about this. It's very easy. We're going to create a physical sun and sky. So the first thing we need to do is go to the render settings right here. This will bring us to this this bit right here. As of now, we have to right now it's just my software. I want to render with Mental Ray. Mental Ray is a plugin. It's a part of Maya, and it offers some very nice materials and also very nice render settings where we can work with. So I'm going to click that. If you don't have Mental Ray right here, what you need to do is go to your settings and preferences and go to your plugin manager, because it might not be turned on. So you'll see all of these plugins you have, and you need to select Maya 2 MR bundle right here. So you have to turn this on. If you do that, then it will appear here as well. So we'll render using Mental Ray, and now we want to create some light, and we can do that here. We go to indirect lighting. This will take a minute, I think, because it's heavier, of course. We're going to create a physical sun and sky. You can't see anything right now, because it will only appear if I render. Maybe we can do that real quick. I'm not sure what this will do. Yes, right. So we can see it illuminates everything. It looks nice. I'm happy. Another thing you might want to consider is turning on final gathering. What this will do is because light, in the real world, light bounces. Light bounces, because if light wouldn't bounce, you would have dark spots everywhere. Light goes from one object to another, and that way light covers large areas. So by turning on final gathering, you replicate that effect. It will, however, make your render times a lot longer, because it has to calculate the bouncing of the light. So that's something to think about. Okay, so we got some light now. Let us create a camera. We want the starting point of the camera to be somewhere right here, I guess. Let's bring it back a little. I don't know. To work with the camera, it's pretty nice to again just make a new panel and put perspective on camera 1, and we have to turn on 5 and 6 again, so we don't see it, because this way you can, it's a lot easier to navigate with your camera. So let's say this is our starting position, and we want to see what it would really look like. So this is how, if you would render it, how the dimensions of the screen are. So yeah, we'll start over here, and we're going to make a key on this spot. So we press, as you can see, we have it on frame number 1, and we press S. Oh, I have to select the camera first, I guess. Where is that thing? Yeah. Oh, that's fine. So we have one keyframe. Now we want it to move. So we'll try to find a new point. Let's say 80 frames, and we're just going to let it pan around right here. I think that looks pretty sweet. So this is the next point, and I'm going to make another key right here. And what will happen is the camera will calculate its own flight path. So if I set a key here and a key here, it will move from that one spot to another, from one key to another. So let's just make another key. Let's make another key right there. And we're going to move our camera a little, so it's gonna fly nicely. Oh, oopsie. So like this, and we're just going to set another key. And what this will do is make it fly right here. And oh, you know what would be cool if we got this donut to intersect with it. Now you can make keys for different objects. So if I set one key right here, let's just see where the camera flies. On 180, camera is, where's the camera? Where are you, camera? There it is. We'll do the same thing and make this flying donut move, and we can fly through it with our camera. I think that would be pretty sweet. Maybe they'll turn a little. So like this. I'm not sure if this is going to work. Let's just see. Huh, that's awesome. Alright, and and we'll just set another key for the camera. Select the camera. You can go on camera. Right, and we'll move it up into the sky to the end. So this is our animation. Let's we should do something with that. We are going to render it, of course. We'll go to render settings first, and go to common, because common is where all of the all of these settings are. You can choose your image formats. We'll be going for PNGs. I think that's it's pretty cool. We're going to name it Little Animation, and this is the way you save it. So we don't want it to be single frame, but we want it to be multiple frames. If you save it like this, it will be very easy for the next piece of software to put it all together, because what we're going to do is we're going to create a series of pictures. So now that we've done that, we need to pick a start frame and end frame. We're just going to we have to set the correct camera. It will be camera 1. It will render these frames in, save it like this, and we're going to, of course, we're going for full HD. It's because I have all the time in the world. Now you can change things here in quality. Let's make it nice. Let's make it production quality. It's draft is the lowest quality, and production fine trace is the highest you can get with Mental Ray quality presets. So now we've got all of our render settings done. What we need to do now is render it, and we're going to do that by going to rendering, and we're going to start our batch render. Continue. I should have saved probably. We'll see how it works out. And let's just render it. And I'll speed this up with the power of video editing. So now that the rendering is done, we're going to start a program called fcheck. Now, fcheck will take all of the PNGs that we rendered, and it's going to take those PNGs and we'll put them together into one and make one long video, one long animation. So we just gave it the order of putting all of those pictures together, and it's thinking about it now. And as you can see, it found them and put them together and created this little animation. So that concludes this. We can export this by saving as movie, and let's use no transformations. And as you can see, it just exported it. So we have our animation. Now I really hope that you've learned something. I've taught you some of the basics. There are a lot of different ways to do what I just did. You'll just have to find those things out for yourself and create your own workflow. I wish you all the best luck with playing with different settings and options. And please don't be scared to ask any questions or to comment on this tutorial. I hope to be making some more, because I want to get the hang of this. And so if you have any questions or want to learn about something else, please comment or PM me. And I want to thank you all for watching, and good luck.